my channel, where today I will be reviewing a sample of issue 1s that have come out this week. This week I've kind of struggled because I could only get my hands up on 3 issue 1s. I got about 4 ongoing issues, but only 3 issue 1s. So I have been stuck. So sometimes when I don't particularly like a comic, I usually just pick my favourite top 3 because I like to keep it positive. But yeah, you're getting a full review this week of the spectrum of comics that I liked and not so liked. So let's go! Hip Hop Family Tree by Fantagraphic Books. New York Times best-selling book series is now turned into a monthly ongoing comic. However, it's not really going to be a comic review from me as I didn't finish it. Yeah, I didn't finish this book. It's only the second book ever since way back since Pixels and Pages. It's only the second book that I've actually found unreadable. Now, I don't know if this is because I've just finished reading all the other comics, maybe I'm a little bit worn out, maybe I'm a little bit tired, but there's something about this comic that just didn't grab me. Basically, it's kind of like a history comic where it breaks down the history and progression of music. Being history, you think I'd love it, but I'm not that big a music fan, like at all. So I'm reading about something that is interesting, but it just didn't grab me. The art didn't grab me, the writing didn't grab me. If anything, there was too much writing, so it was bombarding me with information, and it was information I didn't really care about, and it was information I couldn't take on board because I knew very little about it. It just kept going over my head. I just couldn't get into it, and this is the weirdest thing ever, but it smells funny. I know that sounds weird, but the comic actually, it smells like when I was a kid. It smells like my old books. It smells like crayons, but like not good crayons. I don't know. I just I'm sorry, I couldn't even read it to review it. Welcome Back by Boom Studios. A mini-series of 4 issues tells the tale of Marley and Tessa, who have lived hundreds of different lives but are constantly at war with each other. Marley wakes up in her newest life, slowly regaining consciousness and remembering who she is, and even becoming self-aware and beginning to question everything. Why do they fight in the first place? But elsewhere, Tessa is already on the hunt. Prose! The art is detailed, colourful and fun. The writing is a little bit slow at times, but always entertaining. The concept is very Matrixy in a way. Like, why do they fight? One doesn't even question why they've been doing this for all eternity, and the other is starting to become self-aware. Are they programmed to do this? Do they have to do this? Is there an actual reason for them doing this? I loved the concept, but I actually loved Marley's newest life story even better. She's the daughter or stepdaughter of what we think is a serial killer. It doesn't really give that much away just yet about what he does, but we know he is some sort of serial killer. And the beginning of the comic really deals with her life. Now that her stepfather serial killer is dead, she's the only connection to all this crime, and she gets loads of weird emails off people and hate mail and love letters, and it's kind of how she deals with it, and dealing with the fact that this serial killer was also her dad. And I actually loved that concept, and I really wanted it to break into it even more. So yeah, I actually loved the subplot more than the actual plot. Cons. It's one of those comics that you get every week where you don't know what's going on until the very, very last panel. It is one of those comics. They can be done extremely well, or they can be done very badly. This one is almost a meet in the middle. The story is really good. It really hooked me by the end, and I really do want to carry on reading it. However, there were genuine parts to this where it was getting a little too confusing, like too much for me to want to carry on, because I'm not invested in these characters just yet. I like them, but I'm not invested. So to keep constantly flitting in between characters we don't really care about and it not telling us enough, it's a gamble. It really is, and it really almost didn't pay off. Overall though, this is a great read. There's a couple of things I purposely missed out because I don't want to spoil the entire fun for you. You have to read it. It's amazing. Da 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 da, it's pick of the week. Young Terrorists by Black Mask. Now, I actually don't think it's the first printing. I think the first printing came out in May. It doesn't really explain it, and more annoyingly, it doesn't actually say it in the comic. I hate it when it does that. But I was stuck for first issues, and I'm actually glad because it was actually a really good read. The first issue is a very special 80-page ginormous comic book, and it tells the tale of Sarah, the daughter of an assassinated global kingpin who was then in captivity and tortured for years. She eventually escapes and now back in America is building up her own little army to fight back at the people in power and who run the world. Pros! Like I already pointed out, it's 80 pages, amazing. It's not the cheapest comic, it was cover price $6.99, but worth the read. The art is dark, it's gritty, and pretty much perfect. The writing is slow but exciting. Like I said, with 80 pages, they do not need to rush the intro to this story. They go at a pace that's perfect and it lets you absorb in every character and situation that is going on. Seriously, this would make a great TV show. Like, just saying. Cons. Not everything is explained by the end of this comic, and sometimes I get really annoyed by that because I'm like, I want to know everything, and quite a lot isn't explained. But I have a massive feeling that that's a reason, that's part of the plot, and it's going to be one of those comic books that really don't give away the mystery until the very, very last minute when they have to, keeping you well and truly addicted. And it's worked on me. Overall, this is a great, exciting comic if you like that V for Vendetta, fight against the power style story that this one is. You have to read it. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching yet again. Also, just want to apologise for the lack of graphic novel reviews this week. I completely forgot I didn't have one pre-edited, filmed, made, whatever, and I've just been so busy in work that I just haven't had time to do one, but I do apologise, and I will make sure that one is up every week from now on. And also, exciting news! This week is the debut opening spectacular wonderful event that is the extra channel I was talking to you about, reviewing the additional comics that I read but don't want to cram them all into this channel, is finally up and running with the first couple of reviews on. So if you feel like checking them out, please do so. The link is below. I also just want to thank everyone who commented last week, helping me make the decision of what to do with the comic book reviews. I was quite amazed at how many people actually said they weren't bothered by me putting it on this channel, but I just want to quickly explain why I haven't. Although no one seemed to actually mind them being on this channel, I did. Every day I kind of have it allocated for a special video, like Monday is just a random video usually about me, Tuesday is on my blog for Telling Tuesday, Wednesday is a graphic novel review, Thursday is new comic book day, and Friday, or every other Friday, should be a level up video. I have that because it helps me structure in the week, and I like it to be, this is everything about Lucy or TorAthena, you know, and it's everything that I do. I don't want to change it to a comic book channel. Although comic books are predominantly my hobby, my thing, I just don't want it to be here's level up videos and comic book reviews, or here's a video about me and comic book reviews, and it just gets inundated with loads and loads of videos on comics. Although that would be actually easier for me to market and share and bring, like, build up subscribers, I just have to do it this way because that's the way I feel better doing it. It gives me less pressure. I can just upload these comics when I want. I'll probably try and do them every other day, film them all on Wednesday and then just upload them spaced out so you're not just bombarded on Thursday with loads of videos. But I just feel a little bit better doing it this way. So I hope you can understand that, and thank you so much for your patience and loyalty and watching all the videos again and again and again and blah blah blah. I'll shut up now, I promise. Well, thank you for watching. Bye!